Violence doesn't just come from the barrel of a gun. With the shooting of Charlie Kirk, political violence is on everyone's mind right now. But I want to talk about a form of violence that most people don't even consider: international sanctions. Think of sanctions like economic handcuffs. Governments use them to achieve political aims by limiting a country's access to the global economy. They're often framed as a peaceful tool to promote democracy, but it's not that simple. A recent study in the Lancet, a leading medical journal, found that unilateral sanctions over the past decade, especially those imposed by the US, were linked to about 560,000 deaths per year. The toll falls heaviest on children under the age of 5, and the scale is comparable to the global deaths from armed conflict. Now, this should call into question the use of sanctions as a method of peaceful enforcement. Given the massive death toll and their use to achieve political aims, there's a reasonable case to consider sanctions a form of political violence. The Lancet notes that US sanctions are often used to push for regime change. Policymakers have sometimes even acknowledged the aim is to worsen the living conditions in a target country, and this plays out quite clearly in history. In the 1970s, the US imposed extreme sanctions on Chile when the socialist leader Salvador Allende was elected president. In response to Allende's victory, Nixon famously told the CIA to make the Chilean economy scream. On top of massively damaging sanctions, the CIA helped bring about the violent coup against Allende and the installation of the brutal dictator Augusto Pinochet. In the 90s, US sanctions against Iraq are estimated to have caused at least hundreds of thousands of excess deaths, but possibly in the millions. And today, for all of the negative comments you'll hear about Venezuela and its economy, we actively impose heavy sanctions on them as well. It seems we also bomb Venezuelan boats while making unsubstantiated claims about them carrying drugs, but hey, political violence has no place in the US.